There was a ray of hope today for Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe. The British-Iranian woman, imprisoned by Iran on charges of sedition, was given a leave or furlough of 3 days, walking out of the notorious Evin prison and heading off for a reunion with her parents and 4-year-old daughter Gabriella. "I cried so much," Nazanin said, after holding Gabriella for the first time since being imprisoned in 2016. "I felt so overwhelmed." Today was also the first time her husband, Richard Ratcliffe, was able to see her over Skype as they were speaking. Well, he joins us now. Quite a day for you.
A very good day, yes, no, that's right. It was sort of, I woke up this morning to a phone call, which was, getting to see Nazanin, the surprise that she was out of prison and she didn't know what to say apart from that, "I'm out, can you believe it?" It feels a different world.
When did she last hold Gabriella?
Well, so she had visits in prison, so she would have been able to sit. I mean, in fact, you'd be able to sit, and so some contact had.
She has seen her.
But to be able to be in the garden with her, not for 2 years, to be able to lift her up high, to be able to dance with her, to be able to feed her, and all those things that you can't do in prison. Yeah, it was a big day today.
Now look, this is 3 days, and I imagine it's going to be incredibly hard going back. What hopes do you have that this marks a change of attitude, that it's something that may be built on and pave the way for freedom?
I mean, you're right to be cautious, and part of us, is to keep cautious. I think you're right. If it was only 3 days and she's back in, then that would, it would pass in a blink and be all sorts afterwards. Her lawyer was assured that actually I'm sure we can extend this for longer. We'll see if we can. That's a good step in itself. It's the first time she's out of prison. That's the beginning, hopefully, of a change, as you say, that there's an improvement on our case, and let's see where it goes.
Do you, you must think about some of the big picture aspects of this. Does a change in Foreign Secretary make a difference?
I think I've met the Foreign Secretary now twice, Jeremy Hunt twice, and he's been very clear that Nazanin was one of his top priorities. He's always felt very caring and concerned. He's made some pretty strong statements. We asked him to, well, in fact, he's asked his predecessor to think about diplomatic protection, which is quite an aggressive thing to ask. Mm-hmm. He did. He said, "Listen, I'm considering it." He came on the Today programme and said, I'm considering it. At the same time, he's clearly tried to improve relations with Iran in other ways, and with bank accounts and so on. So there's been a sort of a clear push. There's obviously been a lot of work that's happened before he came along, and it'll be part of that feeding in. But yeah, I have to say I sit here very happy with the Foreign Secretary at the moment.
And do you sense, lastly, this question about sanctions and what America's done, and perhaps keeping Britain with the other European nations faithful to the Iran deal, the nuclear deal? Does that play any role in this, do you think?
I'm sure it's not. So, do you think the UK made a statement about 2-3 weeks ago saying that it was firmly in favour of the JCPOA, the nuclear deal? At the same time, that's when the noises started coming that we were going to come on furlough. So I'm sure those things are not unconnected. We've always been a political case and wrapped up, yes, one of the things that the Foreign Secretary said was, listen, we hope to have a good relationship with Iran, and we hope that will be a basis for improving things in your case.
Richard Ratcliffe, thank you so much, and let's hope this weekend is the first of many together as a family again.
Thank you.